Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Hope you all are very fine and taking good care of yourself. As you know that our chapter number 11 is going on, and before going to start the topic of the day, first of all we will go with the moral lesson of the day. And the moral lesson of the day is that the secret of getting ahead is getting started. Means that if you want to achieve any goal, achieve any destination that you have set for yourself, you have to start for it, you have to work hard for it. By just thinking about the destination, that these are my goals, and you are not putting any effort, you will never ever achieve your destination. For achieving the destination, you have to go through the path that is leading towards the destination. As Allah Almighty also says in the Holy Quran, "Laisa lil insana illa ma sa," इंसान के लिए वही कुछ है जिसकी वो कोशिश करता है. So you will get your destination by just your efforts and your hard work. Remember this thing. And once you are going to put the hard work to achieve your destination, then no matter how long the journey is, it will be covered. Okay, as you know that we have started our chapter number 11, that is about the organic chemistry. And in this chapter you have studied in detail that what are organic compounds, what is organic chemistry, and what are the diversity and magnitude of organic compound, and where these organic compounds are obtained. Now in this lesson you will see that what are the uses. We have 10 millions of organic compound, so what are their uses in our daily life, where they are used. So the topic of the day is the uses of organic compounds. Although there are thousands of organic compounds, already we have studied that up till now 10 million organic compounds are there. And in these 10 million organic compounds, thousands of are synthesized naturally, they occur naturally, obtained from animals and plants, and millions are prepared in the laboratories by the chemist. So what is the importance of these organic compounds? As these are the part of food we eat, to the various items we use in our daily life. So some important uses of organic compound that are discussed over here are they're used as a food, they're used as clothing, they're used in houses, in fuel, in medicines, and they're used as a raw material. We will study them in detail. First of all, use as a food. The food we eat daily, such as milk, eggs, meat, vegetable, etc., contain all the food stuff that we are going to take in. That is milk, egg, meat, vegetable, that is the part of our daily diet. They are actually carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, etc. And these all are organic stuff. If you have a look on the structure of carbohydrates that we will study in detail in chapter number 13, the structure of carbohydrates, structure of proteins, fats, vitamin, etc., then you come to know that all of these are organic compounds. Their basic backbone is of carbon. Carbon chains are present, long carbon chains are present. That's why all of these are termed as macromolecules. So their structures will be discussed in detail in the next lesson. But you should know that actually all these classes of carbohydrates, protein, fats, and vitamins, all are organic stuff. Their basic structure, their basic backbone is of carbon. So these are present in the food items that we daily eat. Either you are taking eggs, that is a rich source of protein. If you are going to take meat, again that is a rich source of protein. Fruits are a source of vitamins. Similarly, the wheat, rice, barley, maize, etc. are all source of carbohydrates. So whatever you are going to intake, whatever is your diet, that is actually organic compounds are present in them. And these organic compounds, the classes of organic compounds are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and etc. Second one, use of organic compound, that the clothes we wear, that are either or either we use as bed sheets, all are made up of either natural fiber or they are of synthetic fiber. Now natural fiber, examples of natural fiber are cotton, silk, and wool. These are obtained naturally. Cotton is obtained from cotton plant, silk is obtained from silkworms, cotton is obtained from cotton plant, and silk is obtained from silkworm, and wool is obtained from lambs. Similarly, linen is also considered as natural fiber. Second one, synthetic fiber that are prepared in the laboratories, that are nylon, Dacron and acrylic. The things that are made up of nylon are here, and lots of things that are the alternate of natural fiber. We are using this fiber in clothing as well. So all of these are synthesized, these are synthetic. So whatever you are going to wear or use the clothes in your houses, they are actually organic compound. If we study their structure in detail, this nylon, Dacron, acrylic, or structure of cotton, silk or wool, all of these are carbon and hydrogen containing compounds, so they have great importance in our daily life. Similarly, third one, use as houses. Wood is cellulose, naturally synthesized organic compounds. Cellulose is a polysaccharide, that is a huge molecule that is considered as macromolecule. Thousands of monosaccharides combines and they form cellulose, and actually cellulose is a gigantic structure of organic compound. So that is a naturally synthesized organic compound. And what are its uses? All of you are familiar with it, that this is wood is used in the furniture items and in the houses. Next one is used as a fuel. Whatever the fuel which we are going to use in our automobiles or in domestic purposes or in industries, that is actually either coal, natural gas or oil. And all of these three are called fossil fuels, as these are obtained from the remains of dead plants and animals. Naturally, these are synthesized under the earth crust. In the previous lesson we have studied in detail the formation of coal, gas and oil. So these are called fossil fuel, and these actually, and in the previous lesson we have also seen that these are the mixture of several hydrocarbons. These are the combination of hydrocarbons. So actually these are organic compounds that are used as a fuel in our industries, in our automobiles, in our houses. All the fuel that burn, that is either coal, natural gas and oil, and that is an organic stuff. And natural gas, you are all familiar with the flame of natural gas that is used for cooking in our houses. This one is the crude oil that is used in automobiles, and this one is coal that is also used as a fuel in the thermal power plants or in the industries. Next one use is as medicine. A large number of organic compounds, either they are naturally synthesized or they are prepared in the laboratories, they are used in the medicine. Most of the life-saving drugs such as antibiotic, and you know that what are antibiotic, that inhibit or kill microorganisms which cause infectious diseases, are synthesized in laboratories, and all of these contain organic compounds in them. In their synthesis, if you are taking any content from the plant, that are actually organic compounds. So these antibiotic and mostly medicines are organic in nature. Besides of these uses as clothing, as use in houses, in medicine and in food and fuel, the organic compounds are used as a raw material, as a starting material for the manufacturing of other chemicals as well. And these includes dyes that are colored, drugs, paints, varnishes, pesticides, rubber and paper and ink. Rubber is obtained from the plants, and further this in its processing we have use of organic compound in all these industries. So this was the use of organic compound. Thank you.